Earlier in the day, you would have come across reports suggesting that there could not be the Asia Cup this year. In fact, there could be a parallel tournament taking place in Dubai, which will not include Pakistan. But now there are fresh reports that have now emerged, which have quashed, let's say, any of those suggestions which were made earlier in the day. And now it is being learnt that there has been no communication between the ACC and the PCB on these lines. No such idea has been floated by the Asian Cricket Council. Remember, Jay Shah happens to be the head of the ACC, and there's been no particular suggestion made in this regard from the ACC. That's what the latest reports suggest. So there is no, alternate tournament taking place without Pakistan being involved over there. That is, and I must at this point also remind you that Pakistan have the exclusive hosting rights for the 2023 edition of the Asia Cup, which has been a bone of contention between the BCCI and the PCB for obvious reasons. Jay Shah, who also is the secretary of the BCCI, has made it clear in the past that India, because of the political tensions between the two nations, will not be traveling to Pakistan. And what was then agreed upon and what the PCB then did suggest is that you could then be looking at having India matches at a neutral venue. A hybrid model is what was proposed, but even on that, there has been no confirmation, let's say, that has officially taken place. These are just ideas that have been floated at the moment. But this whole idea, or these reports doing the rounds that there could be an alternate tournament, a parallel tournament taking place in Dubai. Well, latest reports now suggesting that there is no such communication between the ACC and the PCB that has taken place between the two organizations. The last communication, though, which did involve the BCCI as well in the backdrop of the Asia Cup, had happened some time back, and in that the only communication that was that happened was that the PCB had extended the invitation to India to come over to Pakistan for the Asia Cup, and they had promised them the highest level of security for the Asia Cup. India, though, have maintained their stand, and they've said that their stance is not going to change as far as the Asia Cup is concerned, and if at all India are to participate in the Asia Cup, it has to happen at a neutral venue. Now, what the latest set of reports have also suggested is that if, let's say, the venue is to be shifted to a neutral venue, then Sri Lanka could in fact play a crucial role over there, and they're already warming up to that particular idea. And if, let's say, that happens, then India could get that support from the Sri Lankan board as well, as far as shifting the tournament out of Pakistan is concerned. But having said that, the deliberations are still on. We don't quite know if the Asia Cup will take place in the hybrid model, which has been suggested now by the Pakistan Cricket Board. And let me reiterate here, then that would mean that India will participate in the Asia Cup, but the matches against Pakistan, but their matches, in fact, will not be taking place in Pakistan. They'll be taking place someplace else. So that remains to be the bone of contention. In the past as well, we've heard from PCB chiefs say that if that is going to be the thing, then they will not travel to India for the World Cup, which will happen just about a couple of weeks after the Asia Cup gets over. We're looking at the 4th of October to be the tentative date for the World Cup to start. We'll have to wait and watch how the story really pans out. But for now, India's stance is extremely clear, and all these reports that you probably came across of there being an alternate tournament in the same window take place sometime in the month of September in Dubai. Well, now the latest set of reports saying that no such communication has happened, and no such tournament or no such idea has been floated by the Asian Cricketing Council.